Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
And he was terrific in the opener through 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 16 carries, 64 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Rams are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the draw, this is Henderson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running left is Henderson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll try the left side with Henderson, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, Henderson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeat.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Rams football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gay now set to kick it off. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. Once more the juke. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw again. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I definitely looked to be in control of the offense.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Second down and 5. To throw is Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A nice gain of 21 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 10. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat. Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All start. Awesome.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Patterson, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. On the return is Brandon Powell. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we... And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports from the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too low.
They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, the return is Powell. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And some room to work. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
That's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here's Powell on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and they will take over 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 87 yards on the ground for Henderson, as this will be a first down as well. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
This offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate now not having another turnover.
So that's CD an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. The both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
So out come the Falcons now. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. And it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Holding. Offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And a good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Patterson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the gun to give to Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the... The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for LA, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.